Good morning and welcome back to The Point for Monday, August 21st. Before we get into the news, I just want to remind everybody to check out our website, KattanFerrettiFinancial.com, or check out our Facebook page, Kattan Ferretti Financial, where we have some really exciting news. We have some exciting people joining the team here and a lot of exciting projects about to come up, so you should definitely check that out. Also, another thing to check out is the new episode of the Investment Advisors podcast, where the team interviews Mark A. Zabicki, who is the CFO of Bower Hill Capital Management, and they discuss his recent paper called The New Inflation. So you should also definitely check that out. U.S. futures are pretty much flat this morning, nothing really much going on, picking up where things left off on Friday. But the S&P 500 saw a small loss as investors continue to take caution with question marks on inflation in Washington. The Stoxx Europe 600 index was 0.1% higher this morning, led by gains for miners and food companies outweighing losses for banks and utilities. The UK's FTSE index is relatively unchanged, while Germany's DAX fell 0.2%. The MSCI Emerging Market Index added 0.2%, although the All-Country Rolled Index has seen its lowest point in 5 weeks. The MSCI Asia Pacific Index dropped 0.2% overnight, as Japan and South Korea both lost 0.1%, while Hong Kong and Shanghai posted solid gains. Australia's BlueScope Steel tanked as much as 23% after disappointing earnings, sending the S&P ASX 200 index almost 0.5% lower. Total SA has agreed to purchase the oil and gas unit of AP Moller Maersk for $4.95 billion in shares and assume $2.5 billion in their debt. Shares in Maersk rose almost 6% after the announcement. Berkshire Hathaway lost out to Sempra Energy in a battle to buy Encore Electric Delivery Company, as Sempra's offer of $9.45 billion came almost $500 million higher than Warren Buffett's. Bonds in the U.S. and Europe dropped lower, with 10-year treasuries falling to 2.18%, its lowest in 7 weeks, as Britain's decreased 3 basis points to 1.063%. Crude oil gained less than 5 basis points as it pushed to $48.52 per barrel, while gold continues its streak, up 0.3%, edging closer to the 1,300 mark. The dollar stayed fairly steady amid mixed results from other currencies. The euro fell 0.1%, while the pound added 0.2%, with the yen pushing higher again to its strongest in over 16 weeks. The British pound is considered vulnerable, as the UK publishes 5 new papers for upcoming Brexit talks, in addition to the consumption and services of GDP figures, possible candidates for revisions. And the first total solar eclipse of its kind in 99 years will hit the U.S. this afternoon and test the resilience of the power grid for the first time since the rapid rise of renewable energy. After last week saw the departure of Steve Bannon, President Trump will give a speech on Afghanistan where he may increase troop numbers. And Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin showed his commitment to his position after nearly 300 Yale alumni called for his resignation. Again, the UK government said it will be stepping up pressure on the European Union as Brexit negotiations continue their long battle. And we see tons of news and meetings that are scheduled this week, but the biggest headline comes as the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium begins on Thursday, where central bankers will meet amid growing unease about persistent low inflation. In the sports world over the weekend, the Pirates took home the first ever MLB Little League Classic, played in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the site of the Little League World Series. It capped off a second consecutive win against the Cardinals, although we do remain 6.5 games out of first place. New and former Bills wide receiver Anquan Bolden has decided to retire from the NFL and focus on advocacy work. And Henrik Stenson nudged out Ollie Schneider-Johns to capture the Wyndham Championship and jumped to 23rd in the FedEx Cup as the playoffs are set to begin on Thursday. That is it for us today on The Point for Monday, August 21st, and we will see you tomorrow.